Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the third episode of my Declutter series of 2023. We have now arrived at highlighters and I'm so excited to be showing you all of my highlighters. I'm going to show you my entire collection, everything I have, and there's a reason why highlighters is a separate category, and it's because I have a few and we're going to go through each and every one of them. I'm going to let you know about my favorites. I'm going to let you know about which ones we are decluttering, and I'm decluttering quite a few, so let's jump in. If you're interested in seeing any of my other declutter videos, if you want to see the two that's already been live this year, or if you want to see the ones that I did last year, the playlist for my whole declutter series is going to be down below. Don't forget to check it out. And also, we're still doing 12 days of Christmas, so if you're interested in entering the giveaway, all you have to do is check the pinned comment down below. There is a form that you can be entering there. You do need to be a subscriber of my channel to do it, but all the instructions are going to be in the pinned comment down below. So don't forget to check that out as well while you're down there, and also leave me a comment. Let me know which one is your favorite highlighter. And just a quick disclaimer before we jump into the juicy part of this video. I am aware I have a lot of makeup. I do this for a living here on YouTube, and every year I go through my makeup just to make sure that I'm not keeping stuff in my collection that makes no sense in my collection. Make sure that I don't keep stuff that I don't like, that I don't use, that nobody wants to see comparisons of, so that I only have the best of the best in my collection. If I find any things that are unused, I put them in giveaways or I give them away to charity. If I have things that are old, like nobody deserves old makeup, I'll just throw it away. And if I find things that there's nothing wrong with that I can just give away, I give it to my friends and neighbors that are here in the area. I do not send out my used makeup to my subscribers, so please do not ask for it. But yeah, let's jump into this declutter. I'm super excited to show you the third episode in 2023 declutter thingamajig. Okay, let's get into decluttering my highlighters. I'm making this a specific video, like it's a video on its own basically, because I have so many highlighters and I love highlighters, and I have so many different kinds of highlighters as well. So we are just gonna try and see. I also really need to like reorganize like how I have my makeup. It's a little bit messy. Let me put the cream ones to the side for now, which apparently was easier said than done. And let's start getting some of the powder ones out. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this one here, and I'll put the ones I want to keep in that one, and then I'll have one over here where I'll put the ones that I don't want to keep. So I have some from Half Magic Beauty here. These are a really good formulation, but I will say this one, the peachy one, it is called it is called Light Trap. And well, this is called Enter the Glow, and this is called Spiritually Complex, and it is a purple one. I've never actually used this one, so I think I'm actually gonna give that one away, and I'll keep the one that I've used that I actually really like. This one is the Be Perfect Get Wet highlighter. This used to be my jam. I have not used this in a bit. It's also a little bit sparkly, but it's very wet looking, but I feel like I can get this result with less sparkles. So I actually feel like it's time to get rid of that one. Ooh, I was even saying in my face palettes and blush and bronzer declutter that I wanted to get a single of Pat McGrath's highlighter, but this is not that formula, right? This is the baked formula, and I want the other one that's a little more creamy. I still think I'm gonna keep this one though, because it's nice to have a version of both of them, but I really want to get my hands on that other one. I have two highlighters in the House Labs formula. I have this one that is the Golden Pyrite, and I have this one that is, I think it's Fire Opal. Both of them, yes, Fire Opal. Both of them are really nice. I love the packaging. I really like the formula, and I'm gonna keep both of them. I also have this one. This is from Florasis. This is the Peach Blossom Carved Flower Pattern Highlighter. Wow, that is a mouthful. It's in number 2. This one is really pretty. I got another one from them. I don't know if this one is here. I might not have hauled it or tried it yet, and I think I'm gonna keep that one instead because it is a, I don't want to say it's a reformulation of this one, but it seems to be a similar deal to this one, so I want to keep the newer version and I'll get rid of the older one. It is a really pretty one though. This is one of the ones I've been using the most since I got it, and this is from OPV Beauty. It is the Check My Glow in Homegrown Glow. Really beautiful. This is the second lightest color. I know there's one darker and one lighter. It's beautiful. It is a glow without being sparkly, that is not blinding but very wearable and subtle but still visible. I really like how it looks a lot. I've also really been enjoying these highlighters from Beauty. I've been talking about them a lot. I have this one, I think it's Mercury. No, this is Miss Saturn. And then I have one, is this the Mercury one then? Miss Mercury, yes. And you can tell one is lighter and one is darker. They're both absolutely stunning. I'm gonna keep both of them. I think these are really good. I know not everyone is loving the Beauty, but honestly, they're great. This one I got quite recently. Everybody's been talking about how great the Super Glow by Natasha Denona is. I've only used mine a couple of times, but this is a wet look. This is great. It is a wet look. We are definitely keeping her. This one I haven't used in a long time. I love Ola Johnson, and I got the Bobbi Brown and Ola Johnson. This is the Pink Glow. I think I only bought this for the packaging, and honestly, I should have just saved my money and bought something from Ola Johnson instead, which, in my defense, I actually have since then. So I think this was me just liking the designer and not... See? This, we learn stuff. We learn stuff. Do not buy collabs unless you actually want the makeup. These went so viral this year. These are from Rare Beauty, and these are the... this is called Accelerate, just as highlighter. These are nice. They're very, very blinding though. I don't like these as much as I like some of my other highlighters, but it's a good one and it's fairly new, so I'm gonna keep it. I also have some of these from, these are Fruit Lighters, the Clonad and Emily Violet Marie collaboration. These are a little bit too colored for what I usually go for, if I'm gonna be totally honest. Oh my god, I can't get this open. Am I in the right place? Hello? Like, this is a bright pink to a green. I don't use that a lot on my cheeks, so I actually think I will be getting rid of those. This is the Becca Champagne Pop. Has this... Should it stay just for, like, nostalgia? I don't use it. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna get rid of it. This one I love, though. This is the Bare Minerals highlighter. This is Enjoy. Ugh. This is so beautiful. I cannot recommend this one enough. It is a lovely, warm peach glow, and it looks great on its own or like matched, like mixed over something that's a bit peachy, but it also can be a light blush on its own. I feel like I have... Yeah, I have some more of these unearthly ones. We'll save those for later. I have these from Pixi. These are some of my absolute favorite formulas. These are the Glow E powders. I have one that's from the Hello Kitty collection, and I have one from the Vitamin C collection. This is pink, this is peachy. These, do not sleep on these. You can find them at Target. They are so incredibly good. This was the new formulation from Makeup Forever. I actually did not like this that much. I'm gonna actually declutter that one. I didn't think it was the best. This one is from Kylie Cosmetics. This is very blinding, and it is kind of baked, and you can see it looks like it hasn't been used because it is pretty hard pressed. It really does give a very intense 2017 glow, but I hate the packaging, and I'm gonna get rid of that one. Oh, this one is so funny because this one came like broken. It like literally is like loose in here. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. I don't know what happened there. This is the Sunscape highlighter in Clarity. This is also a little bit visible and a little bit sparkly on my skin, so I love their blushes, but their bronzers and highlighters are just okay in my opinion, so I'm gonna get rid of them. Ooh, did many ever like restock these? These are the Moon Prism powders. This one is in Mars, which is a beautiful peach. Oh my god, how do I open these? It's absolutely stunning. I think I'm gonna hold on to this one, but did he ever restock these? I don't know, but it's beautiful though. This one I'm gonna declutter. This is from Lottie London. It is a very sparkly, like one of those like sparkly, balmy, glittery highlighters, you know, trying to be the Fenty like bomb. It's not the gloss bomb, it's the... I want to say like the glitter bomb, but that's not what it's called. It is not as refined as that one though, so I am gonna get rid of this one. And there's also a reason why I never bought the Fenty one, because I just don't want something like that. This is from Sephora collection. This is the Golden Hour Highlighter Duo. This is beautiful, but I hate the packaging, so I never reach for it. And I have so many highlighters, I'm gonna get rid of it. Ooh, this is one of my newfound favorites from this year. This is from Moira. This is in Love Struck, the Dream Light Highlighter in Love Struck. This is such a gorgeous peachy glow. Absolutely love it. Definitely gets to stay. This is pretty new in my collection. I like the formulation, but I don't love the color. But it's very new in my collection, so I'm gonna hold on to this and see if maybe they come out with some more colors in this. I really like this one. I have not been using it a lot as of late, but this is the Multi Glow in Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury. I really like this one. I feel like I have this in another color as well, somewhere. Maybe not. I'm not 100% sure. I think these are beautiful though. I really like these. I think these are so pretty on the skin. A highlighter that I really love that came out, that I actually like more than the Rare Beauty one, is this, I think it's called Face Architect Highlighter. So pretty. I love this on the skin. I think it looks so, I don't want to say natural, but like it looks like it belongs there. It's a really pretty one, and I think it looks less obvious than the Rare Beauty one. It's still a highlight, but it's just not as beaming as that one, if that makes any kind of sense. This is the Hatish Schmidt Labs one. This is in medium. I actually have not reached for this one throughout this year, so I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. This is back in the days. This is MAC when they did a collab with Star Trek. Never used it, and I never will. I am simply keeping it for the memories, and it's staying on. This is something that I discovered this year. This is Revlon Skin Lights. I feel like Revlon is a brand that I kind of discovered this year. Really like this one. It's a really nice highlighter from the drugstore. We are gonna keep it. This one I'm gonna get rid of. I like the packaging. I think the packaging is so nice. This is the Pastel Plexi highlighter. It has a little bit of a pink to a green tone to it, but it just looks like a vanilla highlighter with a slight green tint on the skin. And if I wanted a colored highlighter, I have so many other options I would go for, so I'm actually gonna get rid of that one. This is great. If you're balling on a budget and you want a wet looking highlighter, the Sun Flex highlighter by BH Cosmetics, I have mine in Beverly Hills. These are great. These are wet look, high intensity, non-sparkly highlighters at a really, really nice price tag. Really recommend it. I have two of these from the Glamlight and Hershey Cookies and Cream collection. They are very sparkly. This one is called a Face and Body Bronzer, but I mean, it is a highlighter. Both of these are very sparkly, very intense, and these are my least favorite thing from this collection, so I'm actually going to get rid of both of these. Oh, I have a single highlighter here from Lethal Cosmetics. It is a wavelength highlighter. This one is in Isotope. This is a beautiful formulation, and I am going to be keeping that one. Are all of these from... I guess all of these are from Sigma. So this one is in Golden Hour. This one is in Sunstone, a more like rose gold, and this one is in Savannah. Ooh, I think I'm gonna keep the golden one actually, because it probably is the one that's the least. These are all great quality, by the way. I just don't need 3 of these. Actually, I might keep this one as well. The Sunstone, the one that's a little bit of a rose gold. I'll get rid of this lightest one because I feel like if I'm looking for this, I'll probably go for the RM Beauty one instead. I also have the highlighters from Game Beauty that they came out with. It is a purple, it is a blue, purple and a blue, or I might have said them incorrectly. There is a green, there is almost like a vanilla peachy gold, and then there is a pink, like a pinky peach. I think I'm gonna get rid of these two because I never use a blue or a purple highlighter, but these 3, they're really nice and I'm gonna keep them. I just don't reach for highlighters like this, and if I ever want it, I have it in that face palette that I showed you last time, the one from both from the one from Blend Money and also the one from Bella Beauté bar. So I think I'm gonna get rid of these two. I have two highlighters here from Glamlight. We have the Ghost Face one. This is very blinding and a little sparkly on the skin, and I actually prefer the one that's from the Friday the 13th. This is more smooth, still very glowy, but more smooth on the skin. But this one is a blue. I might save this blue actually. So I'll save this blue and I'll get rid of the Ghost Face one because I just don't use these super blinding sparkly ones. And if I want a super blinding one, I'll probably do either the Rare Beauty or the R.E.M. Beauty one. Ooh, this is stunning. This probably should have been in my face palette, but for some reason it's been with my highlighters. This is the Stella face palette by Nomad Cosmetics. Absolutely beautiful formulation. Love this so much. I got this as a gift from a friend, Heather, and we are definitely saving it. It's really good quality. And then we have the Jason Wu highlighter palette. Hate this packaging, and which is the reason why I'm gonna get rid of it. I understand that we're like at the drugstore doing some kind of a affordable thing, but this packaging, it's worse than Makeup Revolution. The product is beautiful though. If you do not care about the packaging whatsoever, this is a nice product, but I have so much, as you can see, so for me, I can be a little bit picky. This is the Morning Star highlighter from Melt. This is like a warm, like almost peachy. I have not used this in so long. Probably should. It's really pretty. But I haven't. I haven't used this in so long. Never like reached for this. Am I just keeping stuff to keep stuff? Because I feel like I kept all of my Melt blushes, but do I reach for them? Am I just being nice to Melt? You know what? I'll keep it, but if I haven't used it, I'll declutter it next year because this is getting ridiculous. Okay, I have one Colourpop here, and I have a bunch of Colourpop on the side as well that we will get to. This is the one from Legends of Korra. This is Spirit Wilds. I hate this packaging. There's nothing wrong with this product, but this packaging is atrocious. Like, it's so big, it's so bulky. No, we're not doing that. I have all of the ones from Kaleidos. And I'm wondering if this year we'll just keep the ones I actually want. They're actually unique. I love this one. This one is so good. Diamond Dasher is really nice too. That one is unused. Literally unused. Some of these have been discontinued. And it's like, do I need them then? I want to keep these two because they're very unique. I really like how this one is. The Diamond Dasher. It's a really nice one. This one is my favorite, the Mars Melter. And this one has a very unique, strong yellow sheen. This is the Solar Sailor. I'm going to keep these. This one is totally unused. I haven't even swatched this one. Comet Catcher. Comet Catcher? Do you say that? Comet Catcher? That is actually crazy. Maybe I can give this one away because I clearly have not touched it even. Oh, I also have these from Kaleidos. This is the Space Age. It is a green to a gold to a pink multichrome. And there's the green to a gold to a peach multichrome. This one is more of a brighter pink on the cheeks, and this one more of a golden peach on the cheeks. I like a multichrome highlighter, and these are very, very good quality. Plus, they really come in handy when doing comparisons, so I'm gonna keep them. These are the highlighters from Oden's Eye. I know that some of these have been out of stock for a pretty long time, and I don't know what's... I have no insight into the brand or like which parts they are like restocking versus not. Oh, was that like some product? But I really like these, and I think I'm gonna keep them because they're such nice like duochrome highlighters. You can see it is a yellow to a pink, it is a baby blue, it is a blue to a purple, it is a peachy gold, it is a green, and it's a bright pinky purple. I think I'm gonna save these. They're good quality, and hopefully they'll restock them. Last ones I have that I have several of are the ones from Unearthly Cosmetics. I have some from different collections. Oh, this one is so cool. It's this icy blue mint. This is a really good inner corner highlight. I really want to save that one. Oh, this is actually a blush. It's their orange blush. Why is this one here? I have no idea. Oh, and these are their multi-chrome highlighters. This is the purple one. This is the sparkly one. This is just a sparkly white. I'm actually going to get rid of this one because I don't use those kind of highlighters. This is the goldy peachy green. And this is, oh, this is the pink to gold. Okay, do I need the pink one? Do I need the gold one? I think I'm going to save those. Yeah, I think I'm going to save these. I think that will be good. I'm just trying to downsize a little bit. Let me see if I can get these into this before I get into my cream ones and the ones from Colourpop. I think that actually worked out. I mean, this one is a face palette. It's not even supposed to be in here, so I'll just put that one to the side. And let's dig in to some other Colourpop. The reason why I have these Super Shocks in a different space is because Super Shock highlighters are my favorite ones. These are beautiful. This is from the Shell Shock collection, Midas Shell, this is what it's called. And honestly, it's beautiful, but these have visible sparkles, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. I'm just trying to get rid of a couple of things. I also have this one that is from the Hocus Pocus collection. This is the green one. Again, I don't mind the green highlighter, but I hate this packaging. I really, really dislike. These I'm saving from nostalgia. This is the Hades and the Cruella one. Baby, come back. It's okay. I'm saving, like I said, I'm saving these from nostalgia. These started my kind of love with Super Shock highlighters, so I'm keeping those. I also have this one that's a purple. I have not used this one since last Declutter. This is a new one. This is not a Super Shock, but it's a powder highlighter. It's in Gold Mine. It's okay, but nothing more. I'm gonna get rid of it. And then we have a bunch of highlighters. Okay. This is fire. Is this still even? Yeah, it's still smooth. Oh, it's such a beautiful, like, such a beautiful color. It was the Cat Moonlights collaboration. I'm gonna keep this. I'm also gonna keep the two lighter ones in the Winnie the Pooh collection. This is truly a stunning formulation. I absolutely love this one, so we are definitely keeping those two. The darker one, I don't need to keep the darker one. It's beautiful, but like I don't need this for my skin, even though it is a stunning one. I think I'm gonna get rid of Showtime, which is the pink one. I feel like I have other pink highlighters that I reach for over this one. And also just pink straight up is not my favorite anymore. This is Felicity. I used to love this one, but I don't really wear super sparkly highlighters anymore. So I actually think I'm gonna get rid of it. Now we're getting into stuff that I really like. This one is Whimsical Ride. It's the Colourpop and It's a Small World, right? This is beautiful, but do I need all of these? Oh my, this is Lunch Money. I know a lot of people love this one. I think it's good, but it's a little icy on me, so I'm actually gonna get rid of that one. This is Flute Punch. This is a beautiful one. Oh my god, this is gonna be hard. Maybe I can get rid of this one. It's beautiful, but it's like a rose gold. And maybe I want this one that's darker instead. So I will get rid of the Tinkerbell one, and I will save the one that is from the It's a Small World. This one is in Tease Cake, which is honestly such a beautiful shade. It's just still, yeah, it's still going. Oh, so beautiful. I want to use this one now. I want to use this one now. This one is beautiful too. This is Chiffon. It's like a bright coral gold. Absolutely stunning. We're gonna save that one too. And this one is in On My Mind. Do I need this one? No, I'm gonna keep it. It's beautiful. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But then maybe just one of these. Maybe let's save the one that's a little bit more golden. The one that's the newer one. It's the Got Glow from Colourpop. And is it Legends of Korra, right? I think so. And I'll get rid of the one that was from the Champagne collection. It's beautiful, but let's try and save a little less, shall we? So let me put these away and we can get into the cream ones. So I want to fill this one with cream highlighters because right now it's overflowing and I don't need all of these. Okay, let's pick out some that I know I want to keep. First of all, I'm actually going to pick out this one. This is from Vive. This is the Nova Glow Liquid Light. It's from Vive. And the reason why I'm picking this one out is because I have not reviewed this one yet. I'm using it right now. So far, I'm enjoying it, but I haven't like finished reviewing it. I also really love the Fenty Beauty Ease Drop Lit All Over Glow Enhancer. As a highlighter or as mixing in with my foundation. I mentioned this in my yearly favorites as of last year. Still really love it. We're definitely keeping it. I also, as you probably can tell, I love these Charlotte Tilbury ones. I have it in 4 different shades, and as you can see, they're very well used. This is my spotlight. Like, look at my spotlight. This is the Pillow Talk Original. This is the Pillow Talk that's medium, and this is the, I think it's Peach Gasm. The only one I don't have is the, I think it is the Pink Gasm, and I also do not have the darker one of the, I think there's a darker golden hour maybe. But yeah, I love these. We're definitely keeping them. Out of the like squeezy versions there are some here. The ones from Charlotte Tilbury are still my favorite. My second favorite is actually the one from Makeup Revolution. This is the Goddess Glow in a Glow. So we're going to keep that one as well. I also think that the Tarte Glow Tape the highlighter version is also really, really good. But they're the same price as the Charlotte Tilbury, so they should be really good. These, meh. They're either bad or meh. So we're going to get rid of those. I actually don't love these from Nomad Cosmetics. I usually love everything that the brand does, but these are a little sparkly on the cheeks. So I think I'm actually going to get rid of these because they have not been getting a lot of good use from me. Oh, here's another thing that I'm actually keeping because I haven't reviewed it yet. And this is from Merit. It's their All Over Glow like balm. Have not been giving this proper use yet, so I'm keeping it so that we can review it. This is great. The liquid highlighter from Iconic London. This is great. We're gonna keep that one too. Maybe that one can like stand up a bit. This one I'm gonna declutter. I had a video recently, well, recently as I'm filming this, maybe not recently as you're seeing this, where I was giving this one a second chance to see if I could like it, but I don't love it. And I prefer using this one if I need a liquid to like mix in, or this one. I have this Shaping Light. Is this the cool one or is this the warm one? This is the Cool Glow. So I have the Warm Glow as well, and it's actually with my primers. So I am gonna actually get rid of the Cool Glow and I'm gonna get rid of the Kosas, but just know that I kept the LH Cosmetics in Warm Glow. So I'm keeping one of these. They're just with my primers, and I'm getting rid of these two instead. Then we have the Maracuja Juicy Glow Pen from Tarte. This is one of those clicky pens, and it is like a highlighter stick. And it gives this incredible lit from within glow on your cheek. I mentioned this in my yearly favorites as of this year. I feel like this is the unsung hero of Tarte Cosmetics. It is an incredible product. I cannot recommend this enough. We're definitely keeping it. The ABH highlighter stick is not a bad formulation, but it is a little sparkly, so we are actually going to get rid of that one. I like my Rare Beauty one, and I feel like this is the only liquid highlighter I have that is in this like rose goldy shade that is not the ones from Charlotte Tilbury. So I'm going to keep this. It is a nice mixer as well. The ones from Juvia's Place, I didn't dislike these. I heard some people didn't like them, but I don't dislike them at all. I think they're a really good mixer. I think they're really pretty on the skin. I have Ivory Light, and I like how these look on the skin, especially mixed with a blush. I think they're really pretty, so I'm gonna keep that as a drugstore option, and I'm gonna get rid instead of the jumbo one from NYX because I don't like this as much as I like the other ones. It's nice though. Should I be using this more? Oh, it's a little sparkly. Now that I started blending it, I can see visible sparkle particles. Let's get rid of this one. This, you know how I got rid of the, well, maybe you didn't. If this is the first one in my Declutter series you're watching, in my first series I did foundations, I did the concealers, and I did powders. I did declutter my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Finish. I did declutter the one from like e.l.f. that is the same thing. I'm actually going to keep this one though, because this is also one of those that is just, have I got any spot left? It's really, really nice to mix with a liquid like blush if you want it to be a little bit more glowy, or if you want it to be a little bit more sheer, or to mix with your foundation if you just want to bring out some luminosity. I really like this one for that. So, and I also like that it's a smaller packaging. So I'm gonna keep that one. It's nice as a highlighter on its own as well. This is the Blursh one from made by Mitchell. This is, I think you can see, this is sparkly. It's peach and it's a pretty color, but it is straight up glitter. It's very glittery. So we are gonna get rid of that one. I have 3 of the light sticks from Colourpop as well in my cream arsenal. I have a purple one. I don't think I need that. I have a blue one and I have a green one. Do I need any of these? Do I need any of these? Should I keep one or should I get rid of them? You know what? I'll get rid of them. I have other colored highlighters that I can be using, so I'm gonna get rid of them. And then I have my little box here with stuff that I am keeping. Let me put this one away and we can see how many highlighters we got rid of. Okay, putting a bucket on the side and let's start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 54, 55. I might have miscounted, who knows at this point, but I got it to, did I say 54 or 55? I don't even remember. The number will pop up here through the magic that is my husband's editing. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Honestly, I feel very good about getting rid of some highlighters because I feel like I've been having, and I say this every year, but I've been really keeping a closer tab mentally on what things actually have not been getting any use whatsoever. And there's no need to keep on to things that I either haven't used or haven't used for comparisons or for review purposes a single time throughout the year. So I've been keeping closer tabs on that and also been better at like, I love this formula, but like I don't need all these colors. I've been better at that as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more declutters or if you want to see whatever video is coming tomorrow, because there will probably be a video tomorrow as well. I hope you're having a great day and I will see you then. Bye!